All right. I have some movement here. I hope you can hear me. We're gonna do this again. Hey! Welcome to TJ's Boom Report, where we do what? We have our sipping conversation. This is our second time around. We're going to try to do this again. I am having difficulties here because I've used a new device today. This new device does not appear that it really wants to work. Maybe that it's too strong and my connection is not giving enough service out. So, since my second camera is not working anyway, and I've been having all these difficulties, we are here, and it is what it fucking is. My hair. I am going to okay. Okay. Whew. All right. I believe this new box is interfering with my connection. Doesn't appear to want to work right. So we're gonna probably have to send that back. I think that's what's causing all my problems. However, my camera is not working because I actually dropped it. So pray for me, y'all. Here we go. Now, we got two shows we want to review today. One, I'm just going to touch base lightly at. I mentioned it last, but we're going to touch base on it first because I do have more information I want to discuss on Family and Fiance. Because I believe that all these shows actually tie in to what I'm trying to relay to you guys. Besides my personal experience and things like that. And people I talk to. And it seems like people love to talk to me. Which is fine. But, you know, people think I'm mean and my opinions are harsh. But I just speak nothing but facts. Oh, I got that from, the Trey King show. That's they give homage to the Trey King show, y'all. He go facts. I love that, so I'm gonna have to pick that up. I hope you ain't patenting and trading it, but I do give homage to the Trey King show for that for facts, because that's what we're gonna speak here for facts. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and touch with Married at First Sight. I love that show. This is now season 13 that has premiered. I think it premiered July 21st. It's about some experts get together and they decide to put couples together and take a stab to see if they're going to work or not. Now, what's great about this is that actually some relationships actually work. And there are some good ones out there like Woody and Amani, Karen and Miles. Oh man, I'm gonna need somebody in the comments to reach out and tell me who else is out there that's still going strong. But right now we have season 13. Now, anybody knows anything about the show? They start off with like 5, 6 couples or so, maybe 5 couples. And this season we have 5 couples. We have Mirla and Gil. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I don't, charge it to the head, not the game. We have Brent and Ryan. We have Michaela and Zach. We have Rachel and Jose. And we have Bao and Johnny. Now, I'm going to flat out tell you my favorite couple as of Wednesday when it came on, which is just this past week. And if you haven't caught up on the shows, you need to go back out there and catch up on them. My favorite as of Wednesday has become Bao and Johnny. Okay? Bao and Johnny, because I really felt that they started to connect. They actually started to communicate. And with that communication, they actually listen to each other. They didn't talk at each other. They talked to each other. And there is a big difference. You have to listen to what someone is saying. Now, not saying that you're going to always agree. Everybody doesn't agree, but it's a way of handling and talking things out. My husband and I always don't agree on stuff. He told me don't put our business out here, so you'll never know details, facts. But I'm just saying, we have to learn how to communicate. Being married 19 years, we will be renewing our vows next year, so everybody get their monies together for their rooms and hotels because we'll be renewing vows next year. We have to communicate, and it's a daily process. It's a daily job. It's a daily work. It seriously is just like a 9-to-5 job. However, marriage is a 24-hour job because you have to work at it all the time, and you never know when that call is on your demand. Okay, make sense? So, like I said, Val and Johnny are my favorite couples. I was thinking that Michaela and Zach in the beginning were going to be my favorite couples, but they are absolutely now my worst couple. I do not see them making it. Zach is not who I thought he was. Now, everything I'm giving today, tonight, this evening is my opinion, is my, my vibe. Y'all might agree with me, you might not. Whatever your opinion is, make sure you put something out there in the comments. Give me a little feedback on how you feeling about Michaela and Zach. And then we have Rachel and Jose. Now, I thought Rachel and Jose was going to make it too in the beginning. But I don't foresee that happening either. I don't foresee Rachel and Jose making it. I'm just turning down my little frequency some. I'm just like really in the red. So that means I feel like you guys are getting some good reception now. So I do apologize for all the technical difficulties earlier. Please charge it to the head, not the game. However the saying goes, it just really doesn't matter. Just charge it. I told you. You check the back of the seat of the car? Well, check the seat. That's mine. So it's about to be demolished. No. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about Mirla and Gil. Now, I don't like this couple. I really wish that once they divorce, they hook Gil up with someone else. Gil deserves a second chance, and he needs to be reunited, united with someone that is more his speed, his style. Whoever, y'all got it wrong, experts. Y'all got it wrong on this one. That was a horrible match. It doesn't work. What is this prissiness she is? This man was trying to pay attention to her and come to her job, and she said he was stalking her. What? What kind of mess is that? Okay, so, and then Britt and Ryan, I did read some information. They both get along because they both have dogs. Yeah, because Mirla and Gil got a dog and Mirla can't stand it, so that's a big hindrance in their relationship. And she's making a point to say it too. She's just so prima donna. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I need her to step her little cell phone down the pedestal. Because she's not giving me those type of vibes. Now, I love Rachel. Jose, I was feeling in the beginning, but he doesn't want to compromise. And that means, so if anybody's in that type of relationship, he only hears his side and he only thinks that he's right. That's not going to work. She's obviously not that bad off. She got her own money. So if she's spending a little extra, I guess it's all right because she looks like she got her own. So Jose trying to control the money and all them aspects and trying to jump in on that, I ain't feeling that at all. She should have her account. He should have his account, and then they can have their joint account together. That is not a problem. But please don't tell me that is a problem if she has her own account. Why? Oh, he is way too controlling. I was feeling him in the beginning, but I'm not feeling him now. Jose, you got to go. Or you got some improving to do these next couple episodes because I'm not happy with you. Now, Bow and Johnny. I said they were my favorite. Johnny has always been my favorite because I feel like he's been the most honest one this entire show. And he's the one that's really put his feelings out. But this last episode, she said the pillow was gone from between them and she was warming up to him. And they were actually having a connection. And I think they got some nookie because she was like, you got to take the mics off or something to the effect. So I believe they finally consummated their marriage. And if they did, oodles to them. If they didn't, I hope you hurry up and do it. Brett and Ryan, I'm going to need y'all to get busy too. Mirla and Gil, y'all ain't got to consummate your marriage because Gil ain't going to be with you. So let's just put that fact out there. Gil ain't going to be with you. So there is no need for you to consummate your marriage. Okay? No need. No need at all. Okay? No need. But Brett and Ryan, I'm going to need y'all to hook that up. Y'all waiting too long. And then Ryan says she has a crush on Brent. So she's feeling him a little bit. You know, she's feeling him. But then Brent was like, not yet. He got coochie laying up next to him and thighs and legs laying up against him in the bed every day since they started this process a couple months ago. And he ain't feeling it yet. What's wrong with him? Is Brent on the other side or something? He's slipping? Because this woman laying next to him, I'm sure he should be feeling something. And if her negligees or her gown is not sexy enough for you, of what you're seeing, hey, buy her a gift. Bring her something home. Show what you want to see her in. Throw some pictures up. Put some pictures in the bathroom on the windows or the glass or something. But communicate. See how communication is so important in everyday life, but it's more important in our relationships. But it has to go both ways. Y'all both have to communicate. I'm just saying. You both have to communicate. So, that is enough about Marriage at First Sight. Wednesday, there's a new episode. So, I will be ready to blast next Saturday about Marriage at First Sight. I want y'all to be ready for it. But the show that really caught my interest was Family or Fiance, where I guess the show you're supposed to choose between family and fiance. They have this amazing relationship expert, Tracy, I believe it's Tracy McMillan. Beautiful lady. I have learned a lot just listening to her and how she breaks relationships down. Watching these episodes. Now, this is my very first season. I dibbled and dabbled at clips from these previous seasons. But this is the first season that I'm actually watching in its entirety. It's on the OWN network, which is Oprah Winfrey. Shout outs to Oprah Winfrey. I always want to support my black sisters. Kudos to you. If I sound nice to you, you might want to hook me up and give me a job on your network. I would love it. I always wanted to be on TV. But this Family and Fiance is a very interesting show. They have two, married couple, a couple that's thinking about marriage, maybe on the way for in a week or a day or a month, 5 months, whatever their time frame is. But there's some, things that are hindering them, and their families are not always in agreement. So they bring these couples together along with 3 members of each of their families. And it could be family or friends who they bring, but they choose 3 people. And they bring them because they, in essence, are asking for their blessing at the end of this 3-day process. So when I started watching it, I thought, wow, this is kind of cool. 3 days to put you on the spot to make sure, or to put you on the spot to learn something. And technically, that's kind of good because it kind of forces you to make decisions and decide if this is what you want to do or not. So they have the couples come up, and this week, this was an episode that aired. It aired on 9/11, the day of our, horrendous Twin Towers incident. 20 years later, 9/11, the show aired. And we have Felicia and Daryl. And the caption reads, "Threes accompany Keith's a crowd." Now, y'all probably wondering, what the hell? If y'all haven't seen the show, y'all really said, what the hell? But if y'all seen the show, you already know what it's about. But it says it's about Felicia's, and I'm so sorry if I'm jacking up her name tonight, but I've had probably a little bit too much little wine. But Felicia's BFF from college is a male. Oh, I was just like, what did I write? Now, I wrote this and I just got real stuck, so I couldn't read my writing. But I put my glasses on. Okay. Her BFF from college is a male. And I wrote this from way they had it on the transcript, so I'm not trying to plagiarize, but I don't own the rights to any of this. We're going to put that out there. And this is nothing allegedly, because I actually copied this word for word, because her BFF is from college, is a male. Hubby to be, which is Daryl, is concerned that if Keith's really a friend, or does he want something more? Now, when you watch this episode, it's a 3-day process. It's very enlightening. Felicia kind of upset me. I was not feeling her through this, and by the end of this, I'm still not feeling her. She was a pretty girl, but I really just wasn't feeling her. We're gonna start off with day 1, how they come, and Daryl doesn't get along with her BFF. Now, when I say her BFF is someone she known from college, so she's been knowing him for 12 years. There's major tension between the fiance, soon to be husband, and the friend. Now, the only reason that it should be tension if there was something between the friend and Felicia. Yeah. Huh. There. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun. Sorry. But on day 1, they come in. They see this big, beautiful house. I don't know. We should just make up a story just so we can go to this big, beautiful house. I don't know, fam, if y'all on board, but we really should go jump on this because that was a big, beautiful, nice house. It was really nice, so maybe we should jump on it. But Daryl's family, he had his mom and 2 of his friends come. And Felicia's family, she had her mom, her sister, and her best friend, Keith. Now, the whole time, to me, Keith was side-eyeing. He was looking sneaky. His mannerism was not of a friend, but somebody that wanted something more. And that's how we took it. With Daryl's family, there's tension with the mom. She's a little, to me, snooty, and she doesn't feel like she's feeling Felicia. Even through the whole process, it seems she appeared to be fake to me. She just did it because her son, she wanted to make her son happy, but she really wasn't feeling her. And Felicia's family, tension is more with the male BFF. They are college friends, but my sister has male friends, and none of her male friends have ever acted to her sharp my sister the way Keith acted to what's her name? Facilia? What's her? Boy, I didn't really mess up her name. It's gotten worse. So we're gonna call her P. I'm about to call her Felicia. That's it, Felicia. Yeah, she's so dumb. I ain't appreciate her. I'm sorry, she ain't dumb, but she wasn't acting too smart. So is that dumb? Okay, so one of the things that they discuss, and one of the things that's concerning, is that Keith is kind of spreading the rumor that he has kissed her before. And Felicia, whatever her name is, P is saying she ain't never kissed him. She starts off by saying it. Now, I was watching this with another person, my sister-in-law, and first thing she jumped off and said was, why did she have to say that? What was the purpose of saying she never kissed? I know that they do a lot of editing, but for her to just come out with those words, somebody had to have asked her the question, and if somebody did not ask her the question, that means she felt guilty about something. Yeah, she felt. Yeah, that kiss is very popular through the whole episode. You guys need to watch it. But if it didn't never happen, that was like one of the first words she came. I never kissed her. We ain't never did nothing.
No, 12 years ago.
Right. Then, but wait, no. This is day one. Day one, she didn't. Yeah, remember day one, she never kissed him. But his words to his people when he was saying, he was like, oh yeah, it was a kiss, but it wasn't that type of kiss. It didn't have any emotion or anything behind it. So when she kissed him on the cheek, she kissed him on the forehead. She peck him on the lip? What kind of kiss that didn't mean anything, but it meant something to him because he remembered it and she didn't? Or did she remember it and she trying to make it like she Miss Little Goody Douche? I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. What y'all talking about? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Whew. And she about to make me upset. All right. Then they meet with Miss Tracy. I love this lady. I think she's fabulous. I am learning literally. I take what she says and take it into my own relationship. You guys, things we're talking about, implement it in your own situations. If we don't communicate with each other, we're going to communicate at each other and there won't be any communication. It's just that simple. It's just, and communicating does not mean screaming, hollering, fighting, and cussing and beating each other's ass either. Talking things out and actually feeling empathy what that person is feeling to understand what they're saying. And trust me, everything that I'm saying, I take into my own relationship every single day. Every day of work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You go to a 9-to-5 job, let that man tell you what to do. What's the difference? Work. And it all works itself out. And then when you guys get old together, then y'all just old people just know each other. And you don't have to work so hard because it's just be second nature. That's what you're working for, second nature. Hey, I like that. You're working for second nature. However, like I said, if both y'all people don't, I almost called y'all MFs. If y'all both don't compromise together and both listen and both give and actually listen what somebody's saying, it ain't gonna work. So saying it ain't gonna work, Miss Tracy said that it's possible that she's gonna have to pick between her best friend and her fiance if it's causing that much friction. Now watch the episode, y'all, because we get through day one. They want the families to merge, so they give them tasks And the task is they have different games and things they play. So Daryl has to go play dicey questions with Felicia's side of the family. And Felicia has to play give us the facts. Taz give us the facts. I wrote Taz give us the facts. I don't know if that's right, but she had to give up facts with Daryl's family. They separate, they go it seems like things are going well. Felicia I felt like she was on guard. Which, I mean, I guess I can kind of understand, but if she's trying to break the barrier, she shouldn't have really been on guard. So I felt she was on guard. She was tense. Daryl's mother was tense. She was throwing shade. Oh, wait, go back to throwing shade. Daryl's mother threw shade in the beginning. I don't know if anybody caught that. Now, y'all really got to go back and watch these episodes because she threw some shade. She said, "Oh, let me see your ring." I haven't seen it since it was in the box. So I didn't see it in person. But if you listen to the segment, it says that Daryl's family didn't come. They had 60 people there, and Daryl's family wasn't there. You mean to tell me that 60 people was all for her, and he didn't have not one person? Now, it could have been very well that it could have been on the day that the friends had some, because both his friends now, remember, both his friends and his mama there. They could have worked. Maybe the schedule was a scheduling conflict or something. They didn't say that. They just made it seem like nobody was there to help him and represent him. So it was like everybody's against her. So we don't know the full details, and that will be interesting to know. However, fact states he had a big engagement party, and none of his people showed up. That's facts. So Felicia is feeling some type of way, like they don't like her. Well, watching her, I kind of see why. Not taking no sides, not throwing no shade. This is just my opinion. All right? Well, the mama, says that about the ring. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I thought that was a little shade involved. Little shade. She already acting like she don't like her. She cutting her eyes out of low key. I saw her. Joe laughing because she knows she saw her too. So she was like, "Look how she looking at her." Mm-hmm. So that's I think in this relationship, as it stands on day one, looking at the both of them, my first day opinion is that they'll get married, but it won't last. She high maintenance. Look at her. But her attitude is, okay, so that goes into day two. They have to voice their concerns. They're having dinner. Oh, mind you, the house puts major food in there for you. So, like I said, any family members that want to go do this and make up a storyline, we can go get some free food, housing for the weekend, beautiful food. I'm just saying, we can make up a good story. I mean, I got somebody I can take right on. My nephew can go. His girl. Oh, y'all know my drama from the beginning when I first started my segments? Go back and watch them. I'm in that Chicago drama, but I ain't giving y'all drama right now because everybody quiet because things just keep blowing up and coming down, blowing up and coming down. So right now, everybody went down. But they gone? Or they still in there? Y'all stay tuned for next week. We gonna talk because this is crazy. This has been a very interesting. However, I'm here in Chicago. Before we go any further, and I keep talking about this, I do want to say my condolences to our family member, Miss Annette Kilpatrick. We lost her. She was a pillar to our family. She will be truly missed, and that's why I'm in Shocktown this weekend because we came down to say our respects. I have to say that I don't go up and talk at funerals and stuff, so I wasn't going to get up and talk. But I will say that Miss Annette is the one that taught me to do the Chicago step. Everybody know, if y'all know how Chicago step, they get down. They got their little step. Like, Michigan, we can ballroom. Well, they step. And she taught me how to step for my husband and I when we got married. And that's what we did on the boat for our first song. We had a beautiful dance, and it's because of her. So kudos to Miss Miss Annette, may she rest in peace, rest in heaven. Shout out to and give a shout out to my mom, my grandma, granddaddy, her mother, who preceded her just 6 months ago, nephew, just 1 month before the grandma. God, dog. Y'all, you know what? Start grabbing y'all loved ones and holding them and kissing. Tell them how much y'all love them. Send them a text. While y'all watching this live right now, send a text message out to your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Matter of fact, I'm going to send out a text message to a loved one and tell them I love them. I got a couple loved ones that I'm going to tell them I love them. I'm going to send out one to all my family that's in my loop here. I love you all. Instead of waiting until somebody gets sick and die and about to check up out of here, pick up your phones at this very moment. Y'all can see, you can't see mine because I got the bad glare. But send out text messages to your family and friends. Let them know that you love them.
She done told the camera.
Yeah, I tore it up.
Yeah, once you had it.
Nope. Oh, and my family's on board. Shout out. Drop it back at me. They dropping it back. That's the problem. We don't share enough love. Joe, I love you.
Love you more.
Babe, love you.
Love you more. Love you.
Shate, love you. See? We don't show enough love in our world. That's what's wrong with our world. Everybody's so bitter and mad, want to fight everybody. Show some love. All right. While y'all got them phones in your hands, in your other hand, take a sip. Let's go ahead and rinse that throat because I know y'all a little parched. Joe, I know you parched. Babe, you parched? Or you done? Chachi, no parchness? Okay. Okay.
You got no drink left.
All right. Now, let's get back to this. I talked about the mom throwing shade. You know, it's better when I follow notes because y'all know I do not stay on topic. I will jump off topic quick. So let's see. Here we go. Now, let's break this down. The biggest concern in this episode to me is Mr. Keith, Mr. BFF. Do you know when they break down in day 2 and they start talking, Keith actually has a crush on her. And he's trying to hit at her. And the reason I say that is because he be looking all sly and he be sitting there like looking at like, yeah, I could eat you up. Down. I want her. You don't want her, I want her. Come on now, that ain't how you supposed to be acting. You supposed to be a friend. Ooh. Y'all know how I do. Menopause. All right. Now, so now we all know that Keith really wants her. Keith says and talks about that. He says and talks about that he
give up.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I am really having a flash right now, y'all. Y'all going to pray for me on this one. It's hot, so it's going to take me a second. So I can't keep going. Y'all see that water running? Jesus Christ. I don't be playing. This is some for real stuff that happens to me. Alright. See, he must have made me have a hot flash. I must was getting mad at Mr. Keith over there, coming at that girl like that. Now, the second thing that made me mad, day 2. Why Felicia acting all brand new and dumb like she don't know Keith coming at her? He coming at me, that's what he doing? Yes, that's what he's doing. So she gonna act like she didn't know he was coming at her. Wrong. She said, Felicia said she's never kissed him. He said she did. Then she mentions 12. Okay, that's where it goes. Then she mentions 12 years ago. Now, I don't know if anybody caught that, but she said something about 12 years ago. That was 12 years ago. So that means in the first years of college, she kissed him. But she said she never kissed him. So which one is it? Felicia is lying too. So she's going into this relationship lying. Like I said, they get married, it's not going to last. Because they got lies. And not trying to be talking about nobody. But y'all check out Jerome's eyebrows. He look like he mad all the time. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying his eyebrows were cut like he's mad. He looked like a little devil points on his eyes. I'm just not being funny. But Daryl, change your eyebrows. That's not cool. And if that's how they grow, then trim them down because you look like you mad. You got horns all the time. Sorry, not trying to talk about you. Still a nice looking guy, but you need to get rid of the horns. Felicia, I'm gonna need you to stop being so naive. I think you're pretending because there is no way that you did not know that Keith was coming at you. Literally, don't do that. So we go on to day 3 and they have to give their, if they think they're going to make it or not. I believe Felicia convinced the moms, because she had a meeting on day 2 with the moms, that she's been going through a lot of, she's had trauma and it's affected the way she deals with things. And now she's opening up. She opened up to her husband to be. She wants to continue to do that. So it's very possible that might help. But I see her clamming back up again. I don't know about what Miss Tracy, the relationship expert, says, but I don't think it's going to work out right. Okay.
And I had him on.
Daryl's mom, she really looks like the entire 3 days. She agreed with Daryl because like she wanted to make him happy. But I feel a huge disconnect there. And I don't think she's going to change. She feels like she's one of those stubborn people that she's in her mode. So that's not going to work for them.
Take it forever to grow back.
Daryl puts up defenses, which is national. I think it's only right. He should. What?
The case of where you get that from?
We had to come right. We know we gonna be drinking a little bit, lot. You done for the day?
On the dresser right there by the phone.
I don't know. I'm not feeling Miss Felicia.
Grade 2.
I guess they go ahead and go to day 3 and make a revelation. They all agree that they're going to support both of them in a relationship. However, if you watch the show, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, turn this off because there's a spoiler alert. Because I'm going to next episode next week, so it's got to be. I'm telling it. Spoiler alert for anyone that's listening. If you don't want to hear this, I'm about to tell it down. I believe Keith is not invited to the wedding.
All the way down at the bottom, the first bottom row.
Yes, whatever went down, he got put out the wedding, and he's no longer her friend. So his feelings for her must have went crazy deep, and that was null and void. Also, spoiler alert, I think I read something that Daryl's mother, she acted at the end like she was going to warm up to Felicia, be friends, and be kosher, but they said she's even more distant than she was before the show. So, the show helps some people, not all people, but it's about that communication.
Okay.
Back to that communication again. We are lacking so much communication in our relationships. It's just way too much. It's way too much. What, Chachi, tell me, what is something that we can do to try to communicate better? Not with just your boyfriend, girlfriends, but just people in general. Talking to each other. We got to communicate.
Get understand each other, and listen to each other, and don't talk. Don't talk. It's the way you talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk to a person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk. Man, it's just respect. You gotta respect the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That person respects you. That's a true communication. Output. What you give in, what you get back. So if you roar at me, how the fuck you expect me not to roar back? You come politely,
okay.
Come politely with you.
There you go. Say that again. If you roar at me.
If you roar at me, what you expect to get the feedback? I'm gonna roar back at you. If you come with me as a poo, I'm coming to the poo. You gonna be a rock bottom?
Hey, that's actually facts though, isn't it?
For real.
Right? Because when I roar at you, what happens? You roar back.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Right?
You gotta be able to come on the right foot at the right person, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, y'all. So everybody, take your phones out or take a pad and paper out. Did y'all hear that? When you roar, I want y'all to know, when you roar, I roar back. I will say a roar over the years. I will make sure I spelled it right. Okay. Now,
we might talk about whooping Earl.
Next week we're gonna talk about this. Now, y'all remember this and take this in your relationship this week. Whomever it is, okay, whomever you're talking to, remember when you get ready to roar up and say something to somebody, just remember they're going to roar back at you. So what we want to do this week, I want everybody to really think about this. We're not going to roar up. One day at a time. And next week, I want people to give me some feedback out there about roaring up. Be sweet. All right? This week, we're going to be sweet. But that means you too, Edward. You're going to be sweet this week. Trying to be sweet as pie. Cake is sweeter than pie. You can be sweet as cake. You gonna be trying to be as sweet as pie, okay? Day by day, each day is a challenge, though. Each day is work.
But you know the key. You know the key to everything. You have to mute.
Because some of you are doing things.
Mute it up.
Some of you get and got no.
Sometimes we say things we don't think first.
And then sometimes you get something you like, oh, it's just enough salt. It ain't what I need, but it's more than.
You know, I dropped my camera. I had my camera working. It was working. I had everything working. And it failed. Damn, you're right. Damn.
No,
that damn too.
She sold you out. She made the coffee like a lot.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna have to clean my sexy specs on. So if y'all see fingerprints on my glasses, charge it. Y'all know how I feel about that. I'll try to clean them off a little bit. Because it's a little late. I know we're a little bit past my curfew time and my cutoff time. Things got started late. But we're going to take this and we're going to take this one. I think we should just take one little piece at a time every week. Not charging a lot. My bells are ringing in my ear too. I'm just letting you know that's another topic by itself. But
because you don't have the code.
Yeah, you need to pop in there. When you roar, I roar back. Now, remember this week, we are not going to roar. We're going to. Earl Stevens is a rapper. E40.
E40. What I'm trying.
18%. I don't do nothing less. Yes. So before we get a little too tipsy, we're gonna, you know how we do things over here. We're gonna end with our prayer for the night. We need to pray. As much as going on in our world, in our universe, we definitely need to pray. A prayer of encouragement is what we need. Dear Jesus, we know you are present in the little things of life. We sense that the seed of faith which you continue to plant within us, will grow, even without our awareness. When you are discouraged, remind us that you are the Lord of growth, and to be strengthened by good news that you are not yet through. You are not yet through with us. Amen. In the name of Jesus.
For something I can pay $15. It's gonna get you at the same place.
All right, so everything is looking blurry here, so let's take the sexy specs off. I only needed them to read, but I hope you guys got something out of this evening. Next week I'll be back home, and we'll be able to just really monitor this a little bit more. I'll be able to work on this a little bit more with this new system and this computer. I guess I'm old. I'll be old, but that's okay. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to get it all down packed. In the meantime, please subscribe, share, and like this video. Please tell your family, tell your friends. If you like the Cypric Conversation, please give me some comments out there. Whether they're good or bad, I take them. If you like me, you don't. You do, you do. If there's anything that you want to talk about, anything that happened in your family, anything that happened in your family, or something that's affected you and you need to discuss it, please put that information. You can tag me. I got my links out there for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you need to reach out to me, please reach out to me. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but to take when you roar, I roar back. We're not going to roar this week. We're going to talk to people with some civil voices. We're going to communicate. And next week, we're going to see how that went. We're going to see how that went.
Hey. My man. What's up, brother?
I have families talking. Everybody's in the last modes of our ending tonight. So we are about to end this live. I want to thank you guys for being out here with me this evening. It was a very interesting evening.
When you gonna come back? Next year.
So we're going to pump this up. We're going to end our evening. I'll be back home.
I want to get my car in the garage. I don't want my car in this garage. So garage. Because I used to always have problems with the tires of a car. You know, I always
subscribe. Help a sister out. I'm a long way from a goal that I'm trying to reach, so help me out.
I'm low over here and I'm going through the tires. I need to go big tires over there or something. But I don't want my car in the garage. I want to be out. Then it's late and then it's easier. I go in my garage, it's safer. You know what I'm saying? Versus putting in a lot, getting out, going in. I'm in my guilt. You know, not that they feel good, but I still feel safer. I just drive my car in. Make sure that you have something to do. I just want to be in my garage.
Look at it, watch she put that back on. I pulled up, I stayed up.